Hello crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with mycreativetime's latest release. This is a spring release with tulips, ephemera, paper, dies, and more. Lots of fun with this spring-themed release. You can get 15% off site-wide for one day only using the code Suzanne. That discount will end tomorrow night at 11:59 p.m. Pacific Time, 2:59 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is also a YouTube hop and there is an Instagram hop. The details for the YouTube hop are below in the description box, and then you can hop over to my Instagram, which is A Creative Muse, and you'll see the details of the hop there as well. So you can enter to win a $50 store credit. So you have two chances to win if you do both hops. Yay! Alrighty, let's take a closer look at this spring release. Let's get started. This is the entirety of the release. This is a treat bag that you don't have to use as a seed pocket, but you can fit a seed pocket thing in here. I went to Home Depot and bought some little seeds to fit in here, so you could have that as well. So it's like a seed pocket die, but it can also just work for treats, and it has a little heart detail, very fun. There's a foundation set, round oval die. Then there are two plates. There is a tiny bow and butterfly plate. This is very small sizing. This is about under 3/4 of an inch, really, really small. This one is the more butterflies plate, larger butterflies, mid-size, and then those centers. And look at that. Different orientations, left and right. Really, really fun. Different sizes of the butterfly too. There is a stamp and die set, Where Flowers Bloom, stamp and die. Super fun. There's also an embossing folder. We haven't had one for a while. This one is called Scattered Dots. This is a 6x6 embossing folder. And pattern paper. This is Blooming Pastels, 6 by 8.5 inch, 24 sheets, 4 each of 6 designs. And there's also an ephemera pack. I'm not sure what this is called. It might be called the Blooming Pastel Ephemera Pack, okay? In the ephemera pack, you're going to get 4 of each of these. Isn't that fun? There's not a lot of tiny bits, but good sizing on these ephemera bits. So I don't have the name here, but fun, fun, fun. I love a lot of what's here. I love the coloring too. Super, super fun. First up, let's start off with the pattern paper, which is really neutrals on both sides. This is like a plaid detail, and then this is a solid. So here's the plaid, pink, orange. This one is almost like baby. And then this is an olive green, a turquoise blue, and purple. On the reverse side, we have a little bit of graphics. Some of them don't have the graphics, but it looks like it's an ink blended background. Isn't that fun? Love this. Look at that for boys cards too, and this one as well. So we have a lot of masculine and feminine with this set as well. And you can use this with other previously released paper packs too. Fun, 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 fun. First up, let's have some fun with the seed pocket die. 4 3/4 of an inch tall by 3 1/4 inch wide. I did put acetate on both. I did cut it out with that and then layer this up. So fun. So this one is layered up. This one is not. And you see the acetate detail and then the little seed pockets. I got a daisy one, so I use the daisy die. Super fun. And this one I layered up with some other goodies. And there's some sentiments here too. On the reverse side, I use cardstock on this one. I also use pattern paper on this one. This pattern paper is from the Blooming Pastel. This is from a different set. The front and the back of this pattern paper is from this set, Pastel Party 2026. So you see there's polka dots here and then this detail. This was from the previous release. I'll link that video here if you want to get some of those goodies too. Use the 15% off. You see the patterns? Have fun. So Blooming Pastels and Pastel Party. Love that. Isn't this nice though? I like how you can see what the flowers in there. If you're going to give this as a seed pack, you could also just use it as treats too. Or tuck an interactive detail like a little tag in here too. So you could have this pocket and then a tag. Use this in your mini albums, scrapbooking. You can attach this to a scrapbook layout, pull it out. You could have a photograph in here, tuck and pull. Thumbs up for that. Love that too. The dies I use for the daisy are the daisy dies and the big daisy die. This one is 2 sets of it, so you'll get only like this for the daisy die. So it'll have a low price point. And then there's the original daisy dies. Look at them layered up here looking like that. Isn't that great? So you cut 2 and then you just stagger it and put in the center. You could have a heart center or a circular center. This one, I'm coming into just the foliage because I have the floral there. So I didn't need to put flowers with it. I'm just using the foliage die with the vine look. And then the mini bow die, this little set right here for that one. And I have the heart detail out here. So you can go clean and then have all the flowers, or like this with that. Mix, match, and play with this goodie. And everything from your stash too at My Creative Time. All of these goodies will be detailed and linked below as well, okay? Next up, this card features a lot of goodies from this release, including the ephemera. So I'm using the little boot here. On both the tulips and the daisies, I put some glossy accents just for some shine. Without the glossy accent, it will look like that, okay? So glossy accent is really fun to work with this too. So fun. I could have used anything here. I could have done the books. Isn't that pretty too? Love, 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 love. For this layer, I'm using the round oval die. Largest die here is 4 by 2 3/4 of an inch. So you get the outer detail and then you get that inside layer with the stitch detail. Both of them have stitching and they just layer up so nicely. This is a fun foundation die. Then I have the butterflies, the more butterfly plate. I have 2 butterflies here. You can cut as many colors as you wish one time and you get so many to just stash and have them ready to go. Here is the scattered dots embossing folder in the background. I did use a shim for this. And then here is the Where Flowers Bloom stamp and die. I did stamp this out, blooming just for you, and cut it out with the coordinating die. So many fun sentiments here. There's even birthday sunshine just for you. Brighter days are coming. Love you, rain or shine. So fun. For these 2 layers, I'm coming into rectangle frames A2 die. There's also rectangle frame die layers. This will have the stitch detail. I did not use that. What I used here was this and this. These 2 layers. Largest die out here is an A2, 4 1/4, 5 1/2 inch. And then you can mat with these layers, okay? This card may look simple, but it has a lot of goodies from the stash and also some of the new goodies. And you could also turn this into a little tag too with this shape. Love that. And lastly, look at this card featuring the pattern paper from Blooming Pastels. I love this orange. I love that detail. And then this layer, I'm using both of these. So on the outside, I'm using the rectangle frame, and then the inside layer, I'm using one of these inner dies here for that layer. And then I had way too much fun with the ephemera. So I put 2 pieces of ephemera here. And then I was like, what am I going to do? So I was pulling out pieces. And this is what I ended up doing. I had it like this and I had that space. And I put this on and then something said to me, tuck it down a little bit. And that's exactly what I did to create this. I started with these 2 because these 2 are just so fun as anchors. And then tuck and tuck. And then put a sentiment here from the stamp and die. Here's a bouquet of happy. Isn't that fun? Then for my tiny butterflies, I came into the tiny bows and butterfly plate. So I just cut a little section of cardstock. This does not use a lot of cardstock at all, but you'll get a million. This is about 50 or 60 images right here when you cut it out. This is roughly 3 3/4 of an inch by 4. Wow. You get so much here, and you just keep them in little baggies or a little something and store them. Look how small this is. This little butterfly, 1/4 of an inch. This one, about 1/2 inch, okay? Some of these bows, like the larger bow here, you're under an inch, which is like right here. And what I did was take this bow and put that on top of it when I cut it out. And then I just put some gems for my A2 card here. Isn't that fun? Love, 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 love. Definitely check out this ephemera. I think this is so fun. And I think this would be cute too if you have little critter stamps or critter dies as well. That would be great. Or you have some of the My Creative Time gingerbread. That could be fun with that as well. Alrighty, crafters, that is it for this spring release. What do you think? I think the seed pack is so fun for treat bags and more. And then look at the ephemera and mixing, matching, and playing within this collection. I'll have some more cards coming, playing with this ephemera and more in some coming videos. Love, love, love. Alrighty, crafters, everything will be detailed and linked below. Don't forget that you can get 15% off one day only. And after that, you can get 10% off site-wide. Don't forget to participate in both the YouTube hop and the Instagram hop. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video, check out this spring release. Stay crafty, my friends. Bye!